Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about the cold steel GRIK, G-R-I-K, GRIK. This is a knife I've had for, I want to say, like close to a year, if not longer. I've been sitting on this for a long time. Use it here and there. Didn't specifically go out and carry it a bunch. I use this a lot around the house. This one is an AUS 8A. I did find that I need to sharpen it because I just kind of forgot to strop it up. Usually when I have a knife, after usage, I will strop it, okay, so I can avoid actually having to sharpen it. But in this particular case, it got dull enough to the point where I needed to sharpen it again. Took a razor edge very quickly. It's one of the advantage to the softer steels. Sometimes people kind of crap on cheap knives because they don't hold an edge very long, or cheap blade steels, I should say. But the obviously advantage there is it's because it's softer, it's very easy to sharpen. So for someone who's kind of new to knives, new to using the knives and sharpening them and stuff, it is always a good idea to start with some of these softer steels for that reason. Of course, everyone wants the blade that's going to stay sharp forever. But I can tell you from personal experience, I've sharpened a lot of very, very high-end steels, and they are very much a pain in the butt. They take a very long time. I think one time I spent 2 or 3 hours collectively on one blade because I just could not get an edge on it. So, you know, there's definitely something to be said about these softer steels. So I love them. You know, every knife has its advantage, its pros and its cons. In this particular case, I think it's a very cool knife. The only con is that softer steel, but hey, it could be considered a pro. Just depends on who you're talking to. But anyway, talking about the blade here, 3 inches long. Again, it's an AUS 8A, all right, made in Japan. 3.8 inches on our blade. This is what I would consider to be like a modified spear point, maybe. The little, notch or thumb rest, finger rest, I guess. You could use your pointer finger as well. That cutout kind of throws off the blade shape to me a little bit, but I suppose drop point, spear point, whatever. It doesn't really matter. People describe different blade shapes, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. You could see it, so whatever you want to call that. 6.8 inches overall. The handles here are a hard synthetic. It's a GFN or glass-filled nylon. All right, you can see this has 2 pocket clips on it. It's not necessarily designed or meant to be carried with both pocket clips. They give you the option for right hand or left hand carry. I just left both on because I thought, hey, why not? Why not leave both on? It's just a cool option to be able to swap it from the right pocket to the left pocket or however you want to carry it. So I decided to leave those on. But it did come with the 2 pocket clips so that you can choose, like if you are lefty, you can have just the left side or just the right side. And if you look in the box here, you can see it does come with little filler pieces. So if you were to take, obviously you just wanted one side. On the other side, you can see how it's notched out here. This would fill that notch, okay, which is nice. It's something you don't have to do, I guess, as a manufacturer, but it's a nice little touch. All right, so if you did want to carry this normally with just one pocket clip, the other side would, of course, have that little filler piece, okay, so it's a smoother handle, nice, comfortable feel. I do like the texture on this quite a bit. It's kind of a pebble texture, all right, both on the top where the bolster area is, as well as on the pocket clip itself. I can tell you that the pocket clip is a little stiff, okay? You can see here, there's quite a bit of flex in it, and it fits fine in all my different pants, but I found when I was wearing thicker pants, instead of just pushing it down and that pocket clip kind of overriding the material, I did have to do one of these where I just use the tip of my fingernail to kind of hold it, so as I'm pushing into the pocket, I can lift just enough so the material catches underneath, and then I can just, force it down very easily. There's some knives that do that where the pocket clips are just a little bit on the tight side, and I have to kind of assist it with the tip of my, fingernail. But no issues, obviously. They're totally intact. They didn't break or anything. I don't know if you were to hyperextend this or lift it too much, if it would snap or if it would, crease or anything. I don't know. It's been very durable for the few times I did carry it. Overall, I really do like the design. I like this because it's different. That's what kind of attracted me to it. I love the slanted thumb studs. All right, this is not totally an original design. There's been other companies that have done very similar things before, but you can see they're grooved, all right, so they're textured, very aggressive, okay, and they're cut on an angle. So naturally where your thumb lands, it's very easy to open and close that. This is a triad lock, which is extremely tough, even though this is a small 3-inch blade. You can use this very, very hard. In this case, I did not use it very hard. I used it enough to make it dull, but I wasn't like really banging on it and ripping on it and stuff and cutting wood and all the rest. but I think that you could really trust in all the Triad locks from Cold Steel. Anyway, it's kind of a cool knife. These cost about 30 bucks. You could probably find them a little cheaper even, maybe $25 to $30 would be the price range. I think it's really worth it, to be honest. I think this is kind of a hidden gem. It's a knife that people can actually use really hard that's affordable. There's not a ton of those out there. I just like it. I like it because it's different. I like the double pocket clip. Like I said, you don't have to actually do that. I don't think it was designed that way. But it's, it's a comfortable little knife. It's a fantastic beater knife. I use beater with quotes there just because, some people don't want to thrash on a $30 knife. They'd rather thrash on a $5 knife. But to each their own. Maybe if you're the guy carrying a $400 knife, your beater's a $30 knife. I know people who carry very expensive knives, and their beater knives are $100 knives. So, to each their own, I guess. But, yeah, the Cold Steel GRIK, I'm a fan. I think it's just cool. Anyway, just want to make a quick little video on that. I thought it's a cool little sleeper knife. It's something not a lot of people are talking about, but I like it. I think it's cool. So that's it. Let me know down in the comment section if you've used a Cold Steel GRIK, or if you happen to EDC one right now as you're watching the video. I'm going to guess not a lot of people, maybe no one. But I think it's a cool knife and it's worth checking out. So that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.